Welcome back, mathematicians, and thanks for checking in for Math with Miss Carter. Today we're going to get right back to learning how to tell time again. Yesterday you guys did a great job with helping me figure out what time it was when we looked at the different hands on our clock. Today we're going to do something just a little bit different. We're going to draw the hands on our clock just like we did yesterday, but I'm going to say a time and I need you guys to help me to figure out where the hands go. Now, if we remember yesterday, which hand shows the minutes? Right, it's our blue hand. And which hand on the clock shows the hour? Exactly, it's our red hand. So I have a red marker and a blue marker to show our hour and our minutes. But when we are telling time, which one do we say first? Am I going to say it is 12 minutes and 3 hours? Or I'm going to say it's 3:12? Which one do I say first? Right, I'm going to say my hour first. The hour is always going to come first. And then I say my minutes. But when I'm writing it, do I write my minutes first and then I write my hour? Nope. I still write it the same way I said it. So I write my hour first and then my minutes. But on my clock, how do I know the difference? How do I know which one is minutes and which one is hours? Because every clock doesn't have a red and a blue minute hand, does it? Remember, our clock in our classroom and clocks that you may have around your house, they just have black hands. Both of the arms on the clock are black. So how do we know which one is for the minutes and which one is for the hours? Well, the minute hand is a little bit longer, okay? The minute hand is longer, so it almost reaches that number that it's trying to point to. It almost touches it. And the hour hand just kind of points. It's like, hey, look over there. That's where we're going. That's what time it is. But it doesn't quite touch it. So the minute hand is going to touch the time and the hour hand is not. So we want to read the shortest hand first and then the longest hand. So what I'm going to do is we're going to try a couple times out together. And I'm going to do some with the red and blue. And then I'm going to switch it up and just do it with black and see if you guys can tell me what time it is. Ready? Ready? Okay, let's go. All right. So, first, I want to say that it is 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock. I'm ready to have some dinner. How am I going to show that on my clock? Which one should I write with first? Right, because I say my hour first, so I'm going to do my red first. That is my hour hand. And which number should my hour be pointed to if I said it is 5 o'clock? Exactly, the 5. So I'm going to take my hand from the middle point and I'm just going to make a nice arrow and point to the 5. Let's see how that looks. There it is. It's not quite touching my 5, but you know exactly where it's pointing to. Now, I know that it's 5 o'clock, and I know that when I get to this number, it shows me it's a new hour started. So where should my minute hand or the blue hand on my clock should be pointing? Exactly, to the 12. That's showing me that it's a new hour started. So now I'm going to take my blue and draw a hand. And see that? The blue hand is a little closer. It's just about touching that 12. So this is how we would show that it is 5 o'clock. Hour and minutes. Hour and minutes. Let's try another one. All right. Okay, so now I want to say that it's 9 o'clock. My mom said, Miss Carter, It's bedtime. You gotta go to bed. It's 9 o'clock. How am I gonna draw that on my clock? Well, I'm gonna think about it. And I'm gonna say, oh, well, Mom said it's 9 o'clock. And I know 9 is the hour because I say the hour first. And I know I show my hour with red. A red hand points to the hour. So I'm going to point a red arrow at the number, you got it, 9. And remember, our red arrow is not going to reach out and touch that 9. It's going to be close, but it's not going to touch it. It's a little shorter. And then I know that if it's 9 o'clock, it's just starting the 9 o'clock hour. So I am going to use my blue marker and point to which number? Yep, the 12. Because that marks the new hour. And that arrow is going to be pretty close to the 12. Pretty close. And it's going to look something like this. So I have 9 o'clock. My hour hand, my minute hand. All right, now it's time to get a little tricky. I am not going to use red and blue anymore. I'm going to put my top on my markers, and I need you guys to help me to figure out how to draw 12 o'clock. Not 12 o'clock, I'm sorry, 6 o'clock. Help me draw 6 o'clock. I've got a blank clock here. Where does my hour hand need to go? It's 6 o'clock in the afternoon. I just finished eating dinner. It's time to take a bath. What do I need to do? My hour hand needs to go where? Right, to my 6 because Mom said it's 6 o'clock. Now, does my hour hand touch that 6? Should it reach all the way down and be touching the top of my 6? No, it should be pointing to it so you know that it's 6 o'clock, but it should not touch. Now, all right, so where should my minute hand go? Right, I said it's 6 o'clock. And we know when the minute hand is pointing to the 12, it's saying o'clock. It's starting a new hour. Does that arrow touch the 12 though? Almost. It's really close to it. But you can still see the number really clearly. So my hour hand is a little shorter and my minute hand is a bit longer. But I still get 6 o'clock. This is going to look how the clocks in your house may look or how the clocks in school will look with just black hands on them, not red or blue. With the red and blue, we're just showing you so you can get used to it. So red is for the hour, blue is for the minute. And soon Miss Carter has a clock coming so that we can work on it together and you can see it a little bit better. I hope that you guys understood this. Today you're going to practice looking at some more clocks and saying what time it is in your work time. Please let me know if you need any help and if you're not quite understanding what's going on. Just let me know and I will make sure to check in with you. Thanks for checking in with Math with Miss Carter and I hope you had a great time telling time. Bye.